Here in Minnesota, there's a conviction under scrutiny that is 16 years old. The crime? A drive-by shooting that killed an innocent teenager. The person who was found guilty of doing it was sentenced to life in prison. But the new creation of the Conviction Review Board has some questions. And Lou's been following this one very closely.
In the alley right behind the Roosevelt High School football field in Minneapolis, back in October 2008, 18-year-old Jesse Michelson was killed in a drive-by shooting.
He's so innocent, it just makes me sick to my stomach.
Jesse was a high school senior and an aspiring musician who had plans to study music production after graduating from Roosevelt High.
We heard him through his music. He was a whole nother person. You know, he went from being shy, quiet Jesse who never says anything to, wow, where'd this come from?
On that October night, Jesse was at a family member's birthday party playing football out back when witnesses say a white car drove up and a passenger started firing at another group, hitting Jesse in the process.
We do have witnesses that we're interviewing at this point.
The case, which was featured on the A&E show The First 48, involves several people now in big positions. Detective Chris Gators is now an assistant chief with the Minneapolis Police Department. And the assistant Hennepin County attorney on the case, Hillary Caligiuri, who is now a judge, successfully prosecuted and convicted Edgar Barrientos Quintana of first-degree murder. He's now serving life in prison. But according to court filings, the Attorney General Office's Conviction Review Unit is fully reviewing the case, and sources with knowledge of it have told KARE 11 News that a decision and recommendation could be coming very soon.
We'll give the kids a little time for it to sink in that Jesse's actually dead. You know, maybe then they'll be more open to telling us what happened.
The First 48 showed MPD identifying the suspect from a witness who knew him by his gang nickname Smokey.
Is that supposed to be Smokey right there?
That's the Smokey that he knows.
Other witnesses did the same. Then MPD arrested Barrientos Quintana and questioned him. On the First 48, the detectives grow even more confident when his alibi doesn't check out.
It's not looking so good for Smokey. She said that he was there the whole time, except for a 4-hour span, which coincides with the time of the murder. And she also believes that he was in Minneapolis at that time.
Now, 15 years after Barrientos Quintana was convicted, according to court filings, his attorneys are hoping questions they've raised about memory and eyewitness testimony will help the Conviction Review Unit conclude he's not guilty. According to a report made by a defense expert on eyewitness identification, the shooter was uniformly described by witnesses as a Hispanic man with a bald or shaved head. But Barrientos Quintana had a full head of hair when he was arrested 11 days after the shooting.
The people that identified him and gave him his name were not strangers. They knew him.
Jesse's cousin says his family still firmly believes Barrientos Quintana is guilty.
There's no evidence of innocence that has been presented. So we're hoping that they're just going to let it be. Let him do his time.
If the Conviction Review Unit makes a recommendation favorable to the defendant, Edgar Barrientos Quintana, then the Hennepin County Attorney gets a chance to weigh in whether they agree or not before the judge decides what to do.